Hello, my name is Tatiana Polyakova, and this is the book I needed to read 10 years ago as a senior woman managing director in international investment banking. You see, I've been called intense my whole life, and it wasn't always meant in a positive way. I spent over 23 years in international investment banking, working across 4 different cultures with the formative years in the former Soviet Union. I came from the Soviet Union to Germany when I was just 19 with 40 Deutsche Marks in my pockets. And I knew how to push and persevere. I was the one who would be asking the most questions in a meeting. I would be always noticed. And I remember being called a bulldozer. And I don't understand why. Wouldn't everyone want to push and persevere to achieve their goals? And as I progressed through ranks in a male-dominated environment and industry, sometimes I wouldn't even say much in a meeting, and I still would be perceived as dominating. So now I'm an executive coach, and I'm working with senior leaders in finance. And I notice this intensity in my clients. And you know, for all the negative connotations associated with intensity, I realized intensity is a superpower when it's channeled in a healthy way. You see, intense leaders have strong energy, they often have charisma, and they are inspiring. This book challenges the stigma that is associated with intensity. It's full of stories from my life, stories from the trading floors, conversations with my clients and leaders I interviewed. I believe intensity by itself is not good or bad. It's a presence of certain energy. Yes, it can turn to toxic intensity when it's fueled by fear, and it can lead to the distraction outside or burnout inside. And it can be channeled into healthy intensity when it's aligned with purpose and it's applied with awareness of impact on oneself and others. You can pay high price for intensity. When it comes from a place of self-doubt, it can result in a defensive stance or even an attack. I worked in finance through the years when it went through major crises. And it was hard and it was intense. And sometimes it led to this toxic intensity within me. I remember working very hard in the office and coming home. And it pains me to say that my young girls would sometimes run away because they could feel the energy of this toxic intensity within me. I don't want for anyone else to experience it. Since that time, I went on a healing journey. I studied Western and Eastern techniques, learned about neuroscience, became qualified in various compassion-focused therapies and various Eastern approaches. And I applied them to myself on a daily basis, and that changed life for me, for my family, and for my clients. I learned how to balance my feminine and masculine energy and how to bring doing, being, and feeling into a balance of healthy intensity. What I want for this book to do is to support intense leaders to become aware of the superpower that is present within them and become conscious of how to direct this energy towards positive impact coming from self-trust and belief in oneself and rooted in self-control. I believe when people in positions of power will know how to direct that energy, not from fear or need to prove themselves, but from intention of making a positive impact, world will become a better place. So this is a book for people who work in intense environments, who identify as intense, or might have been called intense, or people who work with intense leaders. This book is here to support intense leaders to turn this intense energy into positive impact. I want to share what I learned in my journey and what I know helps my clients to turn this powerful energy into positive impact and make the world a better place. Thank you.